Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I've hit a record month for dividends in the month of July. I've received $156.54. So that's a new all-time high for my portfolio. And over here you can just see the dividends I earned for the month of July. So Telus coming in on July 4th for $23.27. Pretty much just use that to rebuy another share of Telus. Vici Properties is in my RRSP. So this is a REIT that owns real estate in Las Vegas, and they made some acquisitions in Alberta for some casinos up there. H-Yield is just my monthly U.S. dividend stock, so I just reinvest those dividends right back into H-Yield each and every month. ETHY is my Ethereum ETF, so that paid me $2.24. Granite REIT paid me $1.83. AQN went at $9. ENS is our Enbridge split share fund. It pays us $10.66 every single month. Smart Centers came in with $9.10. ATD came in with $2.10. And then my large dividends. So Scotiabank paid me the largest dividend I've received to date. So $39.61. So almost $40 just from Scotiabank, which I used to purchase more Scotiabank. And TD came in with $30.77, which I also used to purchase a bit more TD Bank. So here's my TFSA, which has taken a bit of a beating as some US tech stocks are starting to decline, and we're losing some of our gains, but I'm not worried long term. I know I'll get them back. So Apple reported their earnings, so they were all right. I mean, a little bit of a decline in their revenue, but they beat their expectations for their top line, bottom line. Because of their increased margins, because they can just increase pricing. So that's the power of Apple. And it's still holding on pretty steady. It was in the 190s, but now it's hanging in the high 170s. Not adding at these levels. I don't think Apple is undervalued. I think at best you could claim that it's fair value right now. But I think there are better opportunities in the market as of right now. Algonquin's going to be reporting their earnings fairly soon, so that might be why some people have been selling out of this one. So it was in the $11 range, but now it's in $10. So we're going to see how that goes. ATD, I purchased another share of ATD, so 2 more shares of ATD, so going up to 17. And anytime it dips kind of into the 65s, I think it's pretty fairly priced. I just buy it. You don't really get a lot of opportunities to add to this one, so that's why I did that. Aritzia, I went up to 41 shares, so I got another share of Aritzia. So this one's facing a lot of pressures because investors are pretty scared by all the capital expenditures the company's making, but I think that's pretty short-sighted because they're making those capital expenditures to fund their future growth and make sure that they can actually deliver all these closed to all the new stores that they continue opening down in the States. So I think the fear is overblown, and this one will recover in time. Even if it takes a year or two, that's okay. I'm not in a rush with this position. And then with BN, I added 1 more share. So this one has taken a little bit of a dip. It almost nearly recovered to almost being in the green for me, but since it tumbled back, I decided to get another one. So this is another stock that's going to be sharing their earnings fairly soon. So that's going to be pretty exciting. We'll see what it does to the share price. With BNS, I just added about 60% of a share, just using my dividend income. And with ENS, I acquired 9 more shares because Enbridge has been dipping and getting this under 15. I just never see this ETF under, or this split share fund under 15. So I decided now is the time to add to my ENS and keep growing my monthly passive income. So now this is paying me a little over $12 a month. With ETHY, I acquired another share of this. So I went from 72 to 73, and I just use Shakepay every month to shake my phone for, every day to shake my phone for free Bitcoin. And with that money, I just use it to buy the ETF, which pays me a monthly dividend. And you can feel free to use my sign up link in the description below. And if you also want to use WealthSimple Trade, which is what I use here to invest in stocks, so no commissions for Canadian listed stocks, you can get up to $3,000 for signing up, and you can help support the channel. And then with Granite REIT, I'm continuing to just increase this slightly with the leftover money from my deposits, so we're up to 9.5 shares. And then with Intel, they also had some earnings, so they had a surprise little earnings beat. So instead of losing money, they were profitable this quarter. So people did not expect that. So, nice little improvement from Intel. It seems like they're trying to manage and balance their capital expenditure for their expansion into the chip fabrication plants, but also they're trying to keep their costs in line. So it's a good sign to see that they're not just burning money every 3 months. So big improvement with Intel, and that's why the stock has recovered a little bit. I purchased one more share of Smart Center, so going up to 61. So at this one, I just wanted to increase my monthly cash flow, and getting Smart Centers while it's giving a 7% yield is pretty good for my portfolio. So I decided to add that to it. And with Telus, this is the biggest story. So they had some earnings and they weren't great. So their net income dropped about 60%. But I also saw that Bell also had a decline in their net income, about 40%. So it seems to be like sector-wide and not company-specific. So I'm not too worried about Telus. Their capital expenditures are still a little bit high. But again, they have stated that they're going to be a little bit lower. So we'll see how they go about doing that. Overall, it's just it's a very good historical time. If we look at the average dividend of Telus, it's usually much lower than it is right now. And like now, you can look up a 6% yield with the dividend. And I'm going to take advantage of that. So I just did my usual buy of 4 shares of Telus, going up to 73 shares. So if you've watched the entire video, thank you so much. And please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel so you never miss one of my updates with buys or sells in the portfolio and just the progress of my dividend income in this portfolio. So all time, I've earned $16.6321 in dividends. Annually, we've increased from our last update by about $33. So $11.3498 from dividends every single year. The monthly average has really increased from $91.77 to $94.58 per month. So we're getting closer to my $100 a month in dividend goal average, which is nice to see. That's my last goal for my dividend income for this portfolio for 2023. So I have a couple more months left in the year to make that happen. So we're just going to keep reinvesting dividends and making more deposits to keep increasing that monthly cash flow. And then daily, we've increased from $3.02 up to $3.11. And if our portfolio were to work a 40-hour work week for me, it got a 2-cent per hour raise at work. So now it makes 55 cents per hour for a 40-hour work week, which is nice to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.